All right, all right, all right, all right. Peace, 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 peace. Come on in, come on in. Good morning, good morning. Peace, peace, peace. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's see here. Uh, Come on in, come on in. Good morning, good morning. All righty. Got this together. Gonna get ourselves. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Gonna get some links together. Drop them in there. You know what I mean? Bam. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna be referencing today. Bam. Let's go with. We gotta get the dictionary up on deck. Define Berber. Bam. We're gonna get there with it. Boom. Okay. 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 Yes. 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 Okay. Oh, and the official leader. That's the last one. How we doing that? How we doing that? Peace, 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 peace. How you doing out there? How you doing out there? Am I coming in all right? Let me check this real quick. Check, check, check. Yep, we good. We good. The audio is sounding good, sounding clear. Let's go to my page real quick. The channel real quick. Community. The community. Oh boy, where are we starting today? Where are we starting today? First, let's start with the introduction. Peace, 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 peace. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Sunday morning. I am Rami the Moorish American. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. This is session 3 of the Moor Science Temple of America online study group. Oh yes, this is for Moorish Americans, true Moorish Americans, and any American citizens wishing to study along with us. Uh, Also, members of the Moor Science Temple of America, absolutely, have them on deck. We cover various different topics. We're doing this every week on Sundays. Right now, it's going to be online. Then we're going to be transitioning to having some study groups in person, as well as online. We're still going to keep that going, but some in-person study groups, and that in-person study group will evolve or grow into what will become an official branch temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Peace, 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 family. Peace, family, peace. I hope you're all well today. Um, what are the topics for today's study group? Oh, and if you have anything that you want us to look up, if you want us to study, drop it in the chat. Or if you're watching this after the live, just put it in the comment section, and then we'll add it on to the next week. We're just gonna keep it going. Yeah, yeah. All right. Today's topics that I put up for the on the table. How do Moors or Moorish American? How do Moors use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? Wait, what is a Grand Sheik? We're going to define the term Berber, and then the last one. And I actually made a what is this called? A poll. I made a let's see here. We're just gonna pull it up. Boom. Let me see. Boom. I actually made this here. Boom. Who was the official leader of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the religious organization founded by Drew Ali? Option 1, this person, Taj Street Bey. Option 2, Braswell Bey. Option 3, Brother R. Jones Bey. And option 4, Chief Minister Ra Sadi El. But we're going to come back to that. I just wanted to show that at the moment. We're going to get back to that. Let's start at the top with, how do Moors use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? Well, first and foremost, do you know what the Treaty of Peace and Friendship is? If you're a Moorish American, have you ever heard of that? If you haven't, let's go ahead and pull it up. We're going to study together. What is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? Treaty of Peace and Friendship. That's a great way to start it off. I forgot. Sorry. I'm supposed to be showing the screen instead of just zipping through. Here we go. We're gonna study together. We're gonna walk through this here. Okay. We're gonna go to our good old trusty Googles. All right. We got it up on the screen. Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Okay, well, let's do a search. Let's do a search. Let's see what happens. Okay. Wow. We're gonna zoom in. Can we see that? AI, we ain't gonna get into that. But AI summarized it. Can we see that clearly? There are multiple matches for treaties of peace and friendship, including treaties between the United States and other countries, and treaties between the British and First Nations. There's a Treaty of Peace and Friendship signed at Tunis, 1797. One of Marrakesh, Treaty of Marrakesh, 1787, also known as U.S.-Moroccan Treaty of Peace and Friendship. This was the first treaty between the United States and an Arab, African, or Muslim state. It remains the longest unbroken friendship treaty in the United States. Now, this one right here, I actually hadn't seen it referred to as the Treaty of Marrakesh, but this is the one right here. See if I can scroll down. Here we go. Here we go. When you hear certain Moors mention the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, this is what they are referring to, okay? The Moroccan-American Treaty of Peace and Friendship, June 28th, 1786, okay? It's a whole treaty. Now, the question is, matter of fact, do we have something we could show? Do we have a video queued up? Go a little bit. We can. Oh, perfect. Let's cue this up. Let's give this a chance. Let's give this a little air as well. Okay. This person here is Abdullah El Talib Mosey Bey. All right, and he is a proclaimed a Moor, and also teaches Masonic stuff. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I just wanted to put that caveat in there because we'll be coming back to that. But let's listen.
In the same spirit of friendship that has joined our two nations since the beginning of the American Republic. Your Majesty, America will never forget that in 1777, the first nation in the world to recognize the United States was the Kingdom of Morocco. 10 years later, our two countries approved a treaty of peace and friendship, which today remains the longest unbroken treaty of its kind in all history. So now we can squash does a treaty exist?
Okay, so just to give you some context here in this presentation, first he's trying to show the people that there actually is a treaty, and there is a treaty. But we're going to get to how do Moors, quote unquote, use the treaty. Let's play a little bit more of this, all right?
We got some President Clinton now. at the time, 2000. All right, just watch whether the treaty of peace and friendship exists. Now, other question I raised: does the treaty of peace and friendship apply to us, or is he saying that it doesn't apply to us here, but it applies to them, Moroccans in North Africa? I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know what he means by scam. I don't know what he means by scam, so I gotta raise these questions for clarity. What do you mean by scam?
Oh, I guess it's so in this video. I didn't realize that. In this video, he's addressing people that identify this idea of using the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, all of that is a scam. Well, let's play just a little bit more. This is interesting. Okay, all right.
As a Treaty of Peace and Friendship, you're saying that, are you implying that the Treaty of Peace and Friendship doesn't apply to Moors here, but only applies to Moors in what they call the Kingdom of Morocco? All right? Now, the brother does, if you were to watch him, who have this, he does acknowledge this.
Oh, we done with that. I just wanted to, let me see.
He does acknowledge this as the Moorish flag. I acknowledge the Moorish flag and call the Treaty of Peace and Friendship a scam. What did Bill Clinton say? Okay,
he gotta yell it too. But this is great. This is great. Let me focus. Getting back to the question. I don't even want to address whether or not it's a scam just yet. I want to get to the question. How do Moors use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? The answer is Moors, more specifically Moorish Americans, do not use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It doesn't apply. It's not anything that Noble Drew Ali taught. It has nothing to do with the Moorish Science Temple of America or being Moorish American for that matter. But I don't want you to just believe me in saying that. I would challenge you. I would challenge Abdullah. I would challenge Tariq, Taj Tariq Bey, Sabir Bey, all of the charlatans, all of the scammers, all of the individuals. I don't even put that on them just yet. Any individual that's pushing, you can use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship as a Moor, or that's what we're supposed to go by. I would simply challenge you to show where Noble Drew Ali taught that. Where did he even mention the term treaty or Treaty of Peace and Friendship? The truth is, and we can come back to this, this is live, so if you have the information, quote unquote, bring it back, put it in the comment section. But the truth is, nobody will be able to present that evidence to you or to me or to anyone that's a Moorish American or American citizen, because it doesn't exist. Nowhere, not one time did Noble Drew Ali ever say Moorish Americans are supposed to use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Not once. Now, a follow-up question that you should ask yourself, well, then where did that stuff come from? Where did that Treaty of Peace and Friendship stuff come from if Noble Drew Ali didn't say it? And that is where the scamming part comes in. Whoa, Ramen, who's scamming? Let's show you this instead. Give you an example of what I mean. See that right here? Some of you may know this website. Let me scroll up to the top so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, you can't see it. But this is, let me see if we can go home back real quick. This is RV Bay Publications website. Okay. All right. We're going to go on back once. And here they got it. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, Constitution for North America. It's not the Constitution for North America. But they are selling this thing $9 a pop. Tariq Bey, oh yeah, he involved. Yeah. RV Bay Publications. They give you the impression, they push this ideology to make you think, oh, you need this. This is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. This is what Moors are supposed to be using. So I gotta buy this. I gotta learn. I gotta study. You don't need to buy this. You don't need to buy any sort of treaty, a peace and friendship booklet, pamphlet, paperwork, um, study group, workshop, anything like that is bogus. Anybody pushing this idea that Moors should use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship is bogus. Okay? Let me show you something. I don't even know what this ISD, huh? But just so we're clear, when you push that idea of using the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and what it's done is it's used in a way to try. Let me take this off. I don't need to be promoting this nonsense. It is used. Oh, I see that question. I'll be right there with you. It is used as this ideology or this belief that, oh, because we're Moors and because this treaty exists, that we're not subject to the laws of the United States of America and we're not under their jurisdiction. So U.S. government, you can't tell me what to do. Look at the treaty. Look at the treaty. This is the mentality that comes behind or comes with this idea of using the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. And contrary to what, these charlatans believe, it doesn't work out. Oh, I wanted to show this video. Yeah, see? And it's not just, that was an old video. But it's not just Abdullah Talib Mosey Bey or Sabir Bey or Taj Tariq Bey. No, it's a lot of folks getting in on this this nonsense. And I just wanted to highlight, here's another example of another person, another charlatan. Let's see here. How do we pull that up right there? Bam. Here's another charlatan trying to give you the impression that the Treaty of Peace and Friendship is legitimate. He even has on his title here, National Press Secretary, MSTA Inc. So if you see this, I'll play a little bit of it.
The hat of a researcher.
Let me see.
So now that makes things interesting, and I'm going to say why. The researcher to do responsible research has significant in the United States of America because it was signed in 1786. The 13 colonies, right, had not yet completed the final step of being recognized as an independent nation. What is that final step? To be officially recognized by another independent nation within the family of nations. So the Treaty of Peace and Friendship served as that official recognition. Because nations only make treaties with nations in this respect. You see? Okay. So the fact that the treaty was forged recognized the 13 colonies as independent, an independent nation, the United States of America. In 1986, 200 years later, the U.S. Postal Service issued a commemorative stamp, bicentennial stamp, commemorating the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and they did an informational booklet with it. And in that informational booklet, it said that the Treaty of Peace and Friendship breathed the first breath of life into the budding nation. That's what it says. So that's the significance from the historical perspective, right?
Now, I just want to pause here. This brother here, you see at the bottom, National Press Secretary, MSTA Inc. You see has affairs. This would give you the impression, okay, this brother is legitimate. He's a part of the Moor Science Temple of America. He's a part of, this Noble Drew Ali movement. One, this MSTA Inc. is a separate offshoot organization that a group created to try and usurp the power and the original organization that was created by Noble Drew Ali. Put that aside. Why is he not making it simple and clear that this Treaty of Peace and Friendship has nothing to do with Moorish Americans? We don't use it. That's not what Noble Drew Ali taught. That's not what the Moor Science Temple of America is about. No. He's feeding into this scam, into this whole nonsense, trying to legitimize it in some way. You have to be careful of these people. So then, again, I urge you, if you know this brother or people like him, ask them directly, where did Noble Drew Ali speak about the Treaty of Peace and Friendship specifically? Where did Noble Drew Ali say that Moorish Americans are to use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship specifically? Ask them those kinds of questions and just see what the answer is. You'll find out they don't have an answer for that. Question. Are you familiar with Rod Hayes? Yes, I am familiar with Rod Hayes. All right. Oh, what was the other thing I want to do real quick? We got the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. We need to play that there. But I did want to show. Let's see. I wanted to show an example real quick. Here we go. Pulling this up. We're going to get to this here. Bam. This is why I'm highlighting this idea of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. All right. Sovereign citizens can be of any race or nationality. While most sovereigns in the U.S. are quote unquote white, there exists a subset within the movement known as Moorish sovereigns, quote unquote black adherents who hold pseudo-historic beliefs specific to African American heritage. For example, Moor sovereigns claim to be descendants of Moors who inhabited the Kingdom of Morocco, which signed a Treaty of Peace and Friendship with the U.S. in 1786 that officially recognized America as a sovereign nation. Moor sovereigns cite that treaty to claim that Moors in the U.S. have sovereign status, meaning they would be exempt from normal laws and regulations. Moor sovereigns generally adopt practices common among other sovereign citizens. The unique pseudo-historical perspective shapes their actions and tactics. Okay? This is the problem with this idea of using the quote-unquote Treaty of Peace and Friendship. And I don't want to just talk about it. I'm going to show you a real-life example of what happens when people use that kind of ideology. All right? Can we hear that? We might have to reload that one. We'll stop that right there. There we go. There we go. This is a person that uses that ideology that came from Taj Tariq Bey and them, this idea of using the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Just going to see what happens.
What are you here for?
Are you Sharon Gale?
I'm Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, Moorish American National, in propria persona, sui juris, in proprio solo, in propria horatus, at all times and at all points in time. I do not agree to anything and everything.
All right.
I am a Moorish American national.
Okay.
I am a Moorish American national. I'm outside the jurisdiction of any of you, and each and every one of you.
No, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
See, so she said, I'm outside the jurisdiction of any one of you. This is the idea that comes along with this Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and quote unquote Moors using it, is that you're outside of the jurisdiction, so the laws don't apply to you.
I am absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I am not a ma'am. I'm Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, Moorish American National. Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, Moorish
What's the
American
charges?
National. Sharon Tracy Gale, Moorish American National.
Please do not resist. That's all I'm asking.
I am Sharon Tracy Gale, Moorish American National. In proprio persona sui juris. In proprio solo. In proprio horatus. Trayvon, get all of my children, get all of my things. You are fine. Back up. You are fine. This is why they're getting deported. Because they know you are Moorish American nationals. They know I am a Moorish American national. They know they're outside of their jurisdiction. They know they're human trafficking. They know this. They absolutely know this. You wait.
Civil orders being violated.
Take my cell phone.
I got you.
Take my cell phone. Trayvon, you're not touching anything. Take all of my things. You are protected. You are protected. You are protected. You are protected.
I'm going to stop that. But that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. I don't want people to get caught up in that kind of activity that happening to them. So again, to summarize, do Moors use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, or do Moorish Americans use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? No. Do not use it. Anybody that's teaching you, oh, this is how you use it, or yes, Moors should use it. Yes, Moors do use it. Yes, it works when you use it. They're lying to you. Don't get caught up in that foolishness. All right? All right. Now let's move on to the next one. What is a Grand Sheik? Bam. Back to the share screen. Back to the share screen. Bam. What is a Grand Sheik? All right. Can we see that? Bam. A Grand Sheik is the title given to the leader of a local temple within the Moor Science Temple of America, a religious organization founded by Noble Drew Ali, where it signifies a high-ranking position within the community, similar to quote-unquote governor in other contexts. Essentially, the head of a specific Moor Science Temple branch is called a Grand Sheik. A little further down, key points about Grand Sheik. This term is primarily used within the Moor Science Temple, a faith that emphasizes the Moorish heritage of quote-unquote African Americans. Leadership role. A Grand Sheik is responsible for overseeing the activities and members of their particular temple. Sheik is an Arabic title traditionally used for a respected Muslim leader, and grand signifies a high level of authority within the organization. And then here in a little Wikipedia, the leader of a particular temple was known as a Grand Sheik or governor. That's interesting. And this is we found this on the Wikipedia page. If you scroll down, Moor Science Temple of America, under practices and beliefs. Can we see that? Yeah. The ushers of temple wore black fezzes. All right. Oh, wow. I appreciate this. Somebody been updating this. Drew Ali began his version teaching the Moorish Americans to become better citizens. Come on now. Come on now. Better citizens, American citizens, citizens of the United States of America for that matter. All right, so a Grand Sheik. We now know Grand Sheik is essentially the leader of the branch temple of Moor Science Temple of America. Okay, the official leader of the Moor Science Temple of America. Now, I just want to add that caveat. If you see people that are using the term Grand Sheik and they are not an official in the Moor Science Temple of America, understand they are being dishonest with you. You need to be careful of those people. And there are many of them out there, especially online, that are calling themselves Grand Sheiks, but they don't have a temple. They're not in the Moor Science Temple of America. Some of them are not even Moorish American. You know, there's one individual that's been espousing a lot of the sovereign citizens' beliefs, and that person lives in Canada, not even an American citizen, and not even from Canada. He's from Jamaica, I believe. Let's look up at the next one. Define Berber. We already got this one pulled. We got the dictionary definition pulled up. So we're going to get straight to the Berber right here. Bam. Can we see that? That come on up? Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, let me zoom in just a little bit. Bam. Berber, a member of any of the various peoples living in North Africa west of Tripoli. 2, it says a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family comprising languages spoken by various peoples of Northern Africa and the Sahara, such as the Tuaregs and the Kabyles, any of the Berber languages. Okay. Etymology, ultimately from Arabic, barbar. As in like Barbary Coast. Let's see here. I wanted to pull up just the wiki. Well, actually, another encyclopedia. Let's see if we can find another encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. There we got war history. All right, let's check that. See what this is talking about. I like that. I like that one. Let's see what the encyclopedia talking about. Okay. Berbers. Okay, this is World History Encyclopedia, worldhistory.org/Berbers. Okay. Oh man, you can listen to this too. Can we see that? Zoom in. The Berbers. This dude looked like he got an afro. Am I tripping? Right here. And it says Libyan figure statue. The Berbers, I'll read this real quick. The Berbers have occupied North Africa, specifically the Maghreb, since the beginning of recorded history and until the Islamic conquest of the 8th century CE, constituted the dominant ethnic group in the Sahara region. Modern Berber speakers and cultural practitioners are a minority in North Africa, though Berber groups are considered the descendants of pre-Arab inhabitants of the region. In most classical texts, they are referred to as Libyans. A widely distributed and diverse ethnic group, the ancient Berbers spoke a subset of the Afro-Asiatic languages, linguistically related to that of the Egyptians, Cushites, Arabs, Syrians, Levantine tribes, and Somalis. Known to themselves as Amazigh, the Berbers take their more common name from the Latin barbarus, barbarian, a Roman effort to distinguish the less developed tribes tribal societies of much of Europe and Africa from their own Hellenic derived civilization. Libya is a Greek word derived from a regional title, and the term came to be used interchangeably with the concept of Africa. Wow. So there's a lot of information to study just from this word Berbers. And it's showing that it's been connected to North Africa, but it also is connected to Libyans, connected to Egyptians, and it says here that they're known to themselves as Amazigh. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Boom, here we go. Boom. Now this is the Wikipedia page. All right. This is just the beginning. Berbers, or the Berbers people, also known as Amazigh or Amazighian, are a diverse grouping of distinct ethnic groups indigenous to North Africa, who predate the arrival of Arabs in the Maghreb. Their main connections are identified by the uses of Berber languages, most of them mutually unintelligible. They are indigenous to the Maghreb region of North Africa, where they live in scattered communities across parts of Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and to a lesser extent, Tunisia, Mauritania, northern Mali, and northern Niger. Smaller Berber communities are also found in Burkina Faso and Egypt's Siwa Oasis. Descended from the Stone Age tribes of North Africa, accounts of Amazighian were first mentioned in ancient Egyptian writings. Now, there's a lot more that can go into this. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Let's just do this real quick so that we can see a connection. The Moors were a group of people of mixed Arab, Spanish, and Berber ancestry who invaded Spain and Portugal in the 8th century and established an Islamic culture there. The term Moor was used by Europeans to describe the invading Muslims and was later used to refer to the predominant Arab Amazigh ethnic group in Mauritania. So Moors were in North Africa and Berbers were in North Africa. You see the connection. Now it's more, I'm gonna just stop right there. It's more that we can get into, but I just was given just a quick sample to look into it. Also, I think it's important to recognize that Berber is just a variation of Barber and kind of coming from barbarian. But you should look into Barbary Coast. Barbary Coast and what is it called? Barbary Wars. If you look into Barbary Coast and Barbary Wars, that is essentially referring to the Berbers or the Moors or the North Africans, etc. Just look into that history. It's very interesting. Let's see. I appreciate that question, Ray. One second. Let me just finish up with this last question, and we'll get right to that. And the last question I wanted to discuss real quick, and then we'll get to, because I appreciate that question, Ray. Wait. Ray Finkel. I'm like, man, why does that name sound familiar? Finkel is Einhorn, and Einhorn. Never mind. You know, anyways. Let me get focused. Okay. All right. Let me zoom out. Can I zoom out a little bit? Boom. Can we do that right there? Boom. Okay, so the last question that I had for the study group today is, who is the official leader for the Moor Science Temple of America? It's a great question, right? Who is the leader? Who is the official leader of the Moor Science Temple of America? And I put this poll up here. I gave 4 options. And then so far we have 11 votes right now. Taj Tariq Bey was option 1. Braswell Bey was option 2. R. Jones Bey is option 3. And Ra Sadi El is option 4. All right. And so far, of the illustrious, amazing total of 11 votes, Taj Tariq Bey is in the lead with 45% as the official leader. The official. See that? I put this in caps too, right here. See that? Let me zoom all the way in. Who is the official leader of the Moor Science Temple of America, the religious organization founded by Noble Drew Ali? And people are actually voting that Taj Tariq Bey is the official leader. Now, this is the question that I have to ask. And Taj Tariq Bey definitely identifies himself as a Grand Sheik. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Which is the official title for the leader of the Moor Science Temple of America. All right. Let's see. Can we find it? Can we find it? Oh, dang. Come on, man. Don't box me out. I don't need to log in. Just show. They ain't gonna let me live, folks. They ain't gonna let me live. Oh, this is good. This will work. This will work. Yeah, this will work. But again, question. The official leader of the Moor Science Temple of America, I wish I could know. I don't know who those voters were, but I wish I could have. If somebody is watching right now, you voted for Taj Tariq Bey, just chime in. Let us know why. Because the question I have is Taj Tariq Bey a Grand Sheik? An official Grand Sheik of the Moor Science Temple of America? The answer is no. I've already done this video, went over this, all that. But he's not an official Grand Sheik of the Moor Science Temple of America. So how could he be an official leader? Think about that. He doesn't have an actual temple that he runs. There's no physical temple where he's at every Friday teaching the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. It doesn't exist. So how could he be a Grand Sheik when he's not even in the Moor Science Temple of America? How could he be a leader of a branch temple when he's not a member of the Moor Science Temple of America? And how could he be the official leader of the whole organization? Why do some questions, man? Moorish Americans, we need to correct ourselves. This is on the Facebook. National Grand Sheik Divine Minister Taj Tariq Bey. Who declared him as a national Grand Sheik? And you notice, even with that, it doesn't say the Moor Science Temple of America. It's all part of the scam, brothers and sisters. Moorish Americans out there, do not be fooled by this. Do not be led astray. Okay? Get back to this one. Now, who is the official leader of the Moor Science Temple of America? The truth is, this question was a little bit of a, what is that called? Trick question. It was a little bit of a trick question because I gave you 4 options, but none of these options were valid. So it was no correct answer. You couldn't choose the correct answer. That's the truth of the matter. That is the yes. I doubt. Not even I doubt. I know that he's not an official of any kind of the Moorish Science Temple of America. In fact, we right here. Look, this is the fun. Now, I was speaking about the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and I showed a video of this guy here on the right, Sharif Bey. Now, in this screenshot of this video, Sharif Bey is mobbed up, you know what I mean, with quote unquote representatives of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And in this video, they were actually basically trying to press Tariq Bey and correct him. As you can see, MSTA issues correction to Tariq Bey. Okay. And they approach him at this table, some sort of event, and they questioning him and da-da-da-da-da. Wait a second. If at one point, Sharif, this brother that claims to be in the Moorish Science Temple of America, an official, a press secretary, at one point he was correcting Tariq Bey and challenging him on things. And now you fast forward and he's on the street with him, collaborating on the scam together. Him, Sabir, and Taj, all one big happy family. It's a shame. It's a shame. But this, unfortunately, is just a symptom or an example of how far the Moorish Science Temple of America has fallen as an organization, how much we need to correct. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of charlatans. It's a lot of people that are presenting themselves as officials within the Moorish Science Temple of America, or grand sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America, or press secretaries of this organization, and they're not legitimate. They're not valid. They're charlatans. They're scammers. This is the reality. And there's actually a deeper connection between Sharif, who else did I show? Abdullah Talib Mosey Bey, Sabir. There's a deeper connection with all of them. Matter of fact, let me real quick. There's a deeper connection with those individuals. Individuals like this here. Tariq Bey. This is a flyer from 2009. CM Bey. This is, we're not even going to get into all of that today. But I'm just letting you know that there's a deeper connection that I'm finding the thread to. And in due time, in due time, we're gonna have a discussion about it. But let me get back to the question I seen real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Any other questions before I go as well? Was there a follow-up from Dre about Rod Hayes? Dre Banks, was there a follow-up? Because you asked me, was I familiar, but I didn't know what you meant by that. Excuse me. Legal definition of birthright. Law dictionary. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find a particular website, but I don't see that. So we'll just go with this here. I see the comment. I see it there. Birthright. A right, privilege, or possession to which a person is entitled by birth. All right, Ray Finkel. Let's see. No. Is there any follow up to that, Ray Finkel? Is there a particular? And if there's no, oh, okay. Thank you for that follow. If there's no legal definition, which it isn't, why do they keep saying birthright? Excuse me. Well, Noble Drew Ali, Circle 7. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull it up so we can see. I appreciate the questions. This is actually a really good question because I don't think I've ever really focused on this. Okay, so Noble Drew Ali, and this is coming from the. Okay, got you. Yeah, I couldn't find a legal definition. I couldn't find an actual definition, like from a law term or a legal term or a legal definition rather that says birthright. This is what it means. But I did want to share that Noble Drew Ali mentions birthrights in the Circle 7 Quran. It's mentioned twice in there. And the last chapter is the more significant one. And the line says, well, actually, I just show you. I apologize. So that way it's not just what I'm saying, but you can see for yourself. Did I drop the link in the chat? Yeah. So you can read it for yourself. This is like a free website where you can read the Circle 7. Hermetic.com/more/7 Quran, 7 as the number. This is the last chapter, the end of time and fulfilling of the prophecies. And in line 10, it says, "Come all ye Asiatics of America and hear the truth about your nationality and birthrights, because you are not Negroes. Learn of your forefathers' ancient and divine creed, that you will learn to love instead of hate." So this is in connection or in, it's in connection with Noble Drew Ali teaching the so-called Negroes or the so-called Black people, now referred to as African American, that that we're not those terms, that we actually are American citizens like all other American citizens. But we have to let go of certain things, and we have to start following the law. And so that's what the whole organization, the Moorish Science Temple of America, was about: uplifting fallen humanity and teaching the members of the Moorish Science Temple to be better citizens, and not citizens of the Moroccan Empire, or not citizens of the Amexem Empire, or some fantasy made up idea, but literal citizens of the United States of America. American citizens, just like German Americans or Italian Americans, Mexican Americans. Let me mix it up. Who else we got? That leg felt kind of wobbly. Colombian Americans, Nigerian Americans, Libyan Americans, Egyptian Americans, Turkish Americans. Is this Turkish Americans? Yeah. Russian Americans. We all American citizens here. We all here to gotta live in this country in harmony. One day we're gonna get there. But I seen something real quick. Any other questions? Any other questions before I get out of here? Because we went over Berber today, Grand Sheik. How do Moors use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship? Moors don't use the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Moorish Americans do not use that nonsense. And who is the official leader for the Moor Science? Oh, I didn't answer that question. I did. I said that it was a trick question because I put up these 4 options to choose from. The answer, however, I actually don't know. And I wish I could say definitive, oh, this is the official. But the truth is that there's a lot of things that is going wrong administratively. And as a religious organization with the Moorish Science Temple of America, there are a lot of people claiming to be the person in charge. But who is the true legitimate official leader? I still am unclear on that. And that's a much deeper conversation, but something that you can look into if you want to understand a little bit better on the perspective. Is it's called the Supreme Grand. Let me drop that link in there. It's called the Supreme. Oh shoot! Oh, we good. The Supreme Grand Council. It is an organization, or it's a group rather, within the Moorish Science Temple of America. Very similar to the board of directors, like a board of directors. Dang, how do I don't even know how to share. How I share my playlist. There we go. There we go. Bam. So I dropped that in the chat. If you want to know more of the issue, you can check that out there. But I wanted to address this person here, Tariq. All these Moors you're bad mouthing bring information. You just talking. Oh, and then you followed up and you say, I watch all the Moors who be on social media. Okay. That's what's up, Tariq. That's what's up. All the Moors you're bad mouthing bring information. You're just talking. I got you. Doesn't change the fact that Taj Tariq Bey is a scammer. Sabir Bey is a scammer. I ain't even gonna get into the names. There's a lot of charlatans, and you saw some of them highlighted today. They're not officials of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and they're not helping Moorish Americans, just to be real. You can, rather than go back and forth with you, Tariq, I just simply say, show me one case where Taj Tariq Bey is won in court. Can you do that? Can you do that, Tariq? Anybody watching? Anybody? Anymore? Can you show me one legal case where Taj Street Bay came out victorious. You can't do it, huh? Is there? Can anyone show me a legitimate school, Moorish American school, where Moorish Americans are being educated that's connected to the Moor Science Temple of America? Can anybody? Legitimate school, not some online school, all right, that you just made a website for, where people are certified or accredited, have some sort of documentation that this is an actual legal school that people can enroll in and that people are enrolling in, and not just the couple of children and your niece and your nephew. No. Well, why are you bringing this up, Rami? Well, because Noble Drew Ali said that every Moor Science Temple should have a school, that we should be having these schools to help educate our children. What about a store? Do we have an official Moor Science Temple of America store anywhere? Business? Can we even pinpoint to who the officials, the main officials for the Moor Science Temple of America are as an organization? Can we identify them? The treasurer, the secretary, the grand sheik, the business manager. Can we do that? We can't. Most of the people that you see online are bogus. The dude from Canada that's from Jamaica is bogus. Taj Tariq Bey is bogus. Sabir Bey, Kush Day. All of these offshoot organizations are bogus. They're scamming. They're charlatans. They're frauds. They're liars. And I understand that it makes people uncomfortable. It makes, some of their supporters come at me because I'm just calling it for what it is. But these are the facts. They are the frauds. What is the doohickey? Yeah. So, Tariq, I hear you. It may seem like I'm just talking, but yeah. Any other questions? Oh man. No, man, Ray Finkel. Man, Ray Finkel. I seen him. See, and I do my best not to attack, make attacks personal, but really stick to defending the organization and defending more Noble Drew Ali's teachings and helping clear up the confusion surrounding Moorish Americans, because right now it makes all of these charlatans, they make the Moor Science Temple of America, they make Moorish Americans seem like a cult and seem like one big joke. You know what I mean? And I don't appreciate it. Yeah. 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 AMPAC, USAR, Great Seal, dang, these are bogus. Wow. See, I think it's good. I'll go ahead and show this since I was speaking about the treaty stuff. The Moorish consulate, yeah. Wow. This is one of these fraudulent charlatan groups. This is called AMPAC. They're framing themselves as a government, AMPAC government. Following our Declaration of Independence. What? Oh my goodness. Moroccan national. What? These people are crazy. But I wanted to just show this part right here because they mentioned the treaty. Sovereignty and independence for Moors. This is the mission for AMPAC. I just want to be clear. Noble Ali never taught about sovereignty. Noble Ali didn't create this AMPAC. Noble Ali actually explicitly said that we are not to cause any confusion or to try to overthrow the government. He specifically said that. This right here goes directly against it. As you can see them say, the competent new regime of AMPAC shall comprise and safeguard the political, legal, judicial, educational, economic, social, cultural, and military reforms which our successor Moroccan state government may see fit to introduce over the former trust territory of the foreign United States of America in accordance with the bilateral treaty of peace and friendship. Boy, these people are cuckoos. I don't even want to show no more of that. That is all the way. Don't follow them people whatsoever. Stay far away from them. Or you're gonna get yourself locked up like Tracy, the lady was pushing that nonsense. All right. Wow. Man. And people, shout out to some brothers and sisters that have been in my comment section, and a couple of people send me emails like, yo, Rami, you need to call out the that AMPAC group and you need to address them. And I'm like, yeah, to be honest, I kind of just dismiss it because I knew that they're bogus, but now seeing that website, it's like, oh my God, man, these people are crazy. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me. Sharon Tracy Gilbert. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, I appreciate the last minute. We got some last minute late buckets in here. Floyd Fears Bay. Me late in, please forgive me, but did not you know that after the first and only Supreme Grand Sheik Emily Ill was deleted, the 101s were reincorporated, maybe by those with and given L's are illegit. Ooh, that's a tough one to read. But you're talking about some real specific details. That's an interesting one. I think ultimately, all true Moorish Americans, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Pedro. All true Moorish Americans, members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, if you truly are following Noble Ali's teachings, then you should understand that we need to clean up our temple, our organization, because there's a lot of misunderstandings, false liars. Sorry, another way to put it, liars and people that are causing confusion with what this movement is about, who Moorish Americans are, and we need to clean that up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Floyd Fears Bay. I thought you was trying to be legitimate. Floyd Fears Bay, you here trying to say that AMPAC government is more legit than you are. What? Wait. Are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't. Help me out. Help me out before I get out of here. What are you trying to say, Floyd? Help us out. Make it plain. Can you make it plain? Yeah. No, I ain't gave him a penny. I ain't gave that organization a penny, man. Oh, we got. I think this person. I think this person is a supporter of the Jamaican that's in Canada, pretending to be a Moorish American, a complete scammer. Would you like to have a conversation, LL Raquel L? What is it? Are you a fan of LL Cool J? Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna Pardon me. Last thing. Did you wanna have a conversation, LL? Real quick. Are you down to have a conversation, LL? Sell out. Since you claim I'm a sellout, would you like to have a conversation, or you just want to talk crazy from the comment section? Let me know real quick. Gotta get out of here if not. Or Floyd. Floyd no Mayweather. Come on now. Before I get up out of here, I've been on. Dang it. My fault. My apologies. I was supposed to. I told myself to cap these study sessions at an hour, and we already at 1:12. So hurry up. I don't know what it is. Man. I'm just a kind brother doing my best to spread love, peace. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. Bruh, what is this? Are you me, Mo? I don't even understand what you're typing, man. What is Floyd? Come on, man. Help me out, Floyd. What are you saying? Can anybody is that like oh man, maybe I'm getting too old. I don't understand what are you trying to say, man? Not jokes. AMPAC is definitely a joke. AMPAC, USAR, Canaan Land Temple. Yeah, they're Great Seal. All of those are a joke. Peace, Damien Hayes. Gotta keep it simple. It's getting real easy to see. It's about to get real easy to see. Try the spirit by the spirit. Come on now. I'm about to get out of here, Floyd. What happened to LL? LL bounced? I don't think. Yeah, LL. Maybe you tapping in with your buddy from Jamaica. Feel the rhythm. No. Any last questions then? I don't think Floyd is down to have a conversation with me. It doesn't look like LL wants to have a conversation with me. So any final questions? Shout out to the people in the chat. I appreciate the build today, studying with me. Damien Hayes, Floyd, Pedro, you know what I mean? LL, Noble, Yeah, oil and water don't mix. True. And sovereign Moors and Moorish Americans don't mix either. You know what I mean? Islam. You know what I mean? Moorish Americans and all of these offshoot Fugazi groups do not mix. Islam? Islam? Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Ray Finkel. And Tariq. Oh, and T. Stewart. Yeah. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace, family. Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. Any final questions before I get out of here? Who? Oh, I didn't see that the last second. Who is the real Moor Science Temple? I think I understand who is the real Moor Science Temple of America. Or like who is a part of the real Moor Science Temple of America. Again, I wish I could give you an answer and say, oh, go to them. They're legitimate. The truth is Braswell Bay, Jones Bay. Who is the Jones Bay? Right now I see it. R. Jones Bay, Braswell Bay, Rasadi L. That's seen on the, like, if you look up the website of Moor Science Temple of America. Pardon me. Those people come up, but truthfully speaking, Noble, truthfully, none of those individuals or the groups that they claim to lead, none of them have been operating the Moor Science Temple of America the way Noble Drew Ali ordered us to, or designed it, or set it up. And so all of them are in violation. All of the people that I've seen and I've researched, and you can go back, I ended up sending out a letter to literally physical post, stamp, printed out a letter, signed it, to every single Moor Science Temple of America address I could find in the country. None of them are operating the way they're supposed to. So everybody is in violation. So it's really difficult to understand what is the right Moor Science Temple. I mean, there is only one, but what is that one? Where do I go to sign up and do things the right way? I'm working on that. You know what I mean? I'm doing my best to help make that clear for people like yourself and people like myself, and other people. You know what I mean? Pedros and the Butcher Birds of the world, and all of the people out facts and frauds and the true sciences. You know what I mean? So that everybody in the world, both Moorish Americans and people that may not believe this ideology or believe Noble Drew Ali is a prophet and don't want anything to do with the Moor Science Temple. Even for them, I want it to be clear so they can at least say, okay, well, I don't believe what they believe, but that's a legitimate organization. And those Moorish Americans, they're like any other American citizen. Now, all of them other groups, those are bogus sovereign citizen, scammers and charlatans. Don't give them any of your money or time. But this organization is legitimate. That's, what the work I'm doing is hopefully gonna help to do for us. Ah, man, dang. See, I'm trying to get out of here, man. You trying to keep going. If they are illegal, then the true followers are required to seat them in the back and carry out Noble Drew Ali's laws. Absolutely. That is what Noble Drew Ali stated. But who's doing that is the question. It's one thing to say it, but who's actually doing it? And how do you do it? How do you do that in the real world? Not in theory, but in action, not in, just rhetoric, but how do you apply that? Can I physically go say, hey, you're illegal, I'm taking you to the back? That's where it gets tricky. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So for me, my position, when I kept doing the studying to figure out how do we clear this up, it all leads back to this Supreme Grand Council, because this group within the Moor Science Temple of America has the authority to say what is or is not correct. And once I realized that, I said, okay, that's what we need to work on. Because once we establish that, we can clear up all of the misunderstandings. And they can just go through, question by question or point for point and say, this organization is not legitimate. These individuals are not legitimate. This action is not legitimate. That teaching is legitimate. This this branch temple is legitimate. They will have the authority to do so. And that's also why, if you notice, most Moorish Americans or members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, they don't really want to address that. Everybody wants to dance around that topic and has been dancing around that topic for the past 10 years. That's when I first made a video talking about it. I know specifically all of these frauds have been dancing around that topic since I started pressing that issue. And that's when all of a sudden Rami became the enemy. You know what I mean? I became the agent then when I started calling out and saying, no, we got to get this. We got to address this. Then all of a sudden, oh, look at Rami the traitor. He's a what did they call? He's a clone. That's what they say. Because I called out these fraudulent individuals. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all in due time. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Because the truth is, I'm not perfect. I was much like many of these, people that I see in the comment section attacking me. Why are you going at Taj? Why are you saying you don't know what you're talking about? Taj been doing this for blah. I get it. I too once believed when I came into this, oh man, that dude is wise. He got all these information. He be dropping the facts. But I was wrong. I was incorrect. I had to admit, man, I was pushing that. That was all the way wrong. Backtrack. You go in the wrong direction. Go back down that road. You made the left and go the right way. That's it. It's no big deal. But for people to have an ego, for people that are doing this for attention or for scamming, they can't admit that. They can't call out the inconsistencies with these different people, because then people will point to them and say, wait a second, but you're not doing it either. They can't call out Tosh for scamming because they scamming too. So many people, they want the confusion to exist. They want all of this nonsense to exist so they can keep scamming the way they want to scam. I don't have it. That's not my purpose in doing this. It's not why I started. It's not who I am, Anyways, enough of me, enough of that. I think we are done for today. Any other questions? Oxymoron, yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah, let me close out with that. Let me close out with that there. Come on now. Close it up. No, we don't need that. We need that. We're going to close it out with this here. Especially for those charlatans up in Canada and the Ampacks of the world. All of the frauds. Yeah, we're going to close out with this. Well, before I show that. Thank you for watching. Again, if you're interested in the Moor Science Temple of America and understanding Moor Science, start with Noble Drew Ali. He is the founder of the organization, a religious organization that's designed to uplift fallen humanity and to make its members, such as Moorish Americans, better American citizens. If you have questions that I didn't answer in here, or I was saying something, you're like, oh, I got an additional question, just drop it in the comments section, and we can follow up and we can build from there, or we can carry it over to next week. See, I just finna get out of here, man. I done seen your name before, man. You bogus, man. I'm almost certain that you're one of those. Well, actually, let me hold myself because I'm not certain. There's another DeMarcus that I know I've seen in the comments before. Yeah, see, I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Moor Science Temple 43 has the deed to the land and also teaches private law. Okay, question, DeMarcus. Oh, matter of fact, DeMarcus, since you're here, DeMarcus, don't go nowhere now. Since you're here, DeMarcus, come on, join the stream, DeMarcus. Come on now, DeMarcus. You called me out before, as you say. I was just finna close up, man. I was just finna shut him down. Come on, man. Come on, DeMarcus. You see the link? Join the stream. I'll give you 5 minutes before I get up out of here. But if I don't see you, if you don't join the stream, DeMarcus, no more. Understand? No more. The $20 books is crazy work. What? Can't just email it to me. Come on now. They need that money. Oh, DeMarcus has showed up. Yes. Oh, yes. Add to the stage. What's going on, DeMarcus?
Islam.
What's going on with you?
Another day, another dollar, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
You says Moor Science Temple America 43 has the deed to the land and also teaches private law.
Yeah.
Where did Noble Drew Ali ever say to teach private law at?
Private law is a part of civics.
I didn't ask what it was a part of.
You didn't ask that, I'm telling you.
So let's answer the question, please.
I just answered your question. Noble Drew Ali taught private law. That's what he came out with as a temple of civics. It came out as a civics organization.
Where did Noble Drew Ali?
He changed it to see what your issue is. You don't know how to read to comprehend. He has the MSTA is a trust. It's also a trust. It's an organization. It's a state government. It's a trust. And if you are Moorish American, you are a beneficiary of that.
Quick
you
question.
can Google the trust. The trust number is 1010-5905.
Quick question, sir. Where did Noble Drew Ali ever say that the Moor Science Temple of America was a trust?
Can you not read? He said, Google his trust. I'm telling you. Google his trust.
No.
Google 1010-5905 and read it.
What is the name of the document, sir?
1010-5905. Go Google it. Go to your phone and Google 1010-5905 Prophet Noble Drew Ali Vast Estate Trust.
Okay.
Google it right on your computer right now.
Right, but what is the name of the document?
I just told you.
No, the document is the number?
I just told you. 1010-5905 Noble Drew Ali Vast Estate Trust. Google it. That's why you in the position that you in, because you have no knowledge of law. Okay. And you can't comprehend this literature.
Okay.
You don't even know why we Moorish Americans. Okay. You think we Moorish Americans because of the Moors over in Spain.
Okay.
I remember you, Rami.
Okay.
But
And
I'm
so
with,
and
I'm
so
with,
and
I'm
so
with. I
what
was
is the
already
what
efficient
is
in
the
private
what is
law and
the
equity. So when I joined the temple, they was doing the same thing I was doing.
I
But you
got
are
you.
supposed to have it. You are supposed to have a state
And
ID, a
and who's the
passport,
who's
and a
the
social
grand
security
who's the
card.
grand sheik of your temple? Just so I know.
Grand Governor,
Who is the grand
MRC
sheik?
Bay.
Who is the grand sheik of the
I
Moorish
just
Lions
told you
temple?
that the Grand Governor, MR Jones Bay.
No, not the grand governor. I'm asking the grand sheik. That's the leader of the temple.
I just told you.
Who?
I just told you.
Who?
I just told you.
I'm asking again. Who
I
is the
just
grand
told
sheik?
you. I'm not going to tell you again. I just told you.
Sir.
So did you Google it yet? Did you Google?
Did I Google what, sir?
Put the trust on the computer so you can read it. Put Noble
What?
1010 5905 Noble Jew Ali Vast Estate Trust.
1010 5905. 1010 5905. Noble Drew Ali Trust. Oh my goodness.
Does it take you that long?
We're gonna pull this up.
Pull it up. It's Moors like you is the reason why we behind as a nation, because you have no knowledge. You have no knowledge of law. You have no knowledge of law, and you still stateless.
This is you, right?
No, that's not me. I said
This is
10 10
this
5905
I
Noble Charlie Vast Estate.
I pulled it up, sir. This is what came
No,
up.
that ain't what you typed in.
This is what came
But I can pull it up on my phone. Do you know how many Moors know that Noble Ali has a trust? And you sitting right here laughing
Oh
on your
my
podcast?
goodness.
Do you not know that? So you're not aware that Noble Ali has a trust.
Okay, where's the trust document, sir?
Google it. I just told you to Google it.
I just Googled it, sir.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't type in Noble Ali Vast Estate Trust. Type that in. You're not typing it in.
Okay.
Go to Google and type it in. That's how I know that you're not even confident, because you can't even find the trust. All you got to do is Google it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, you see it. Oh, you see it. Are you sure it's the right one? Let me see.
Is this?
What's so funny?
This is what we're talking about?
I don't know what you pulled up. What'd you pull up?
Hold on.
It's a shame that it's Moors like you that cannot read to comprehend. You don't even know what a beneficiary is, or even know what a trust is.
Why are you so loud, man?
This is why Moors like you, it's Moors like you that cannot comprehend literature. I'm not lowering my voice down because you have to be talked to as a child, because you're learning.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do right there, good brother. So this scrib document, the National Administrator, El Shabazz El, North Carolina, drafted by Sheik Martin El, North Carolina. Okay, so you're part of this temple from North Carolina? Oh, he bounced. I'm sorry, y'all. Is this what he's talking about? What happened to him? What happened to you, good brother? The private law talk is crazy. Okay, so he ran away. So let's look at this one here. Resolution to make an amendment to document. Oh, this is the 1010-5905, book 521, page 579. Whereas Moorish Americans are trust corpus of the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali Vast Estate Express Trust. See, this is that nonsense, man. Oh my God, bro, this dude that sent me on this wild goose chase of this Sovereign citizen stuff. I can't even. They keep doing the ads. So I can't even. Oh, you seeing it too. Let's see if I can find it. Bruh said, no, this ain't it either. I'll pull this up so we can see too if I get out of here. This is archive.org. Noble Drew Ali Express Trust. Okay. We see something about common law. This sounds like more sovereign citizen mumbo jumbo. Frank Lewis L. Bay, trustee. Alrighty. That's a bunch of nonsense too. Yeah, I try to give you a chance, DeMarcus. I tried to listen to you, man. I tried to look up your so-called document. I asked you who's the Grand Sheik of your temple. You couldn't answer any questions. You just kept yelling. And yeah, man. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I will say to actual Moorish Americans, wow. Great question. Great question. Wow. I will say to true Moorish Americans and just American citizens in general, that was an example of a sovereign citizen Moor or more sovereign citizen. Individuals like that, they have a very difficult time just calmly answering some simple questions. He brings up this idea that Noble Drew Ali and the Moor Science Temple of America is a trust. And then I asked him, where did Noble Drew Ali claim that the Moor Science Temple of America is a trust at? Where did Noble Drew Ali say that he's teaching private law? Matter of fact, where did Noble Drew Ali even mention the term private law? Can you even just point that out? Where did he even mention that term? The answer is, good people, brothers and sisters, Noble Drew Ali never said that. And that's why that, people like Demarcus Russell, Demarcus Harris L, they just get to screaming and rambling off a bunch of nonsense, and then they get to insulting rather than addressing the questions on the table because they can't answer the questions because they know they're bogus. You know what I mean? Hey, man, y'all asked us some good questions. Any assets in the trust? Lee Ennis. Noble Elroy, why would Muslims have a Christian canon trust? The truth is, man, is that you can't make sense out of nonsense. So y'all trying to ask questions to make it make sense, but it can't make sense because it's nonsense. You know what I mean? So don't hurt your brain trying to make something make sense. As for you, Demarcus Harris L, I gave you that chance, man. I really did. I was listening carefully, and he said he was MSTA 43. Let me see if I can at least find that out. Who is behind this temple? Because, boy, that is some cuckoo brains. I'll tell you what. Excuse me. I don't even. Yeah, I ain't gonna click them sites. Them sites seem crazy. Okay, so I see. Well, I do see a website. Hold on. Wait a second. We might find something before I get up out of here, and I'm way past my time limit. I apologize to people that's been on this long. He wasn't supposed to be. That website ain't working. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to associate that dude with this. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I may have found it. I don't know. Let's see. Is this you, DeMarcus? Is this your Temple 43? Hmm. Jeremy L. Love appeals the district court's ordering denied relief on his complaint. We have reviewed the record and find no reversible error. Accordingly, we affirm for the reasons stated by the district court. We dispense with the oral argument because the facts and legal contentions are adequately presented in the materials before this court. An argument will not aid the decisional process. Is this you putting that nonsense in the course and then getting rejected, DeMarcus? I'm not sure. I really don't. I don't even know if you're part of a legitimate Moor Science Temple at all. But anywho, let me go ahead and do that there. Let's see. Last thing. Maybe I can find this guy here. Last thing, and then I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. This has been entertaining and informative for me for sure. Nah, I don't see him. I don't see him nowhere. I was trying to see if DeMarcus had any videos. I didn't see any. I don't see this Moor Science Temple of America 43 either. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark the. Nah, see these folks seem all right. I don't wanna mix them into this because this may just be a crazy person using the Moor Science Temple name, but don't have any actual association whatsoever. Yeah, we're not even gonna put that up on the screen. All right, go ahead and wrap it up. Oh shoot, that's what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not even gonna answer that, Floyd. But I will say, Lee Ennis. Actually, yeah. I appreciate the perspectives. I honestly don't even want to add any more because I was supposed to be out of here 40 minutes ago. My bad, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead and share this last screen and get up out of here. Yeah, it's the trolls. The trolls have come out the woodworks, boy. Guess they wake up at noon. We're gonna go ahead and close out with this right here. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right. This is perfect. See, like this right here. Ford or DeMarcus or the Jamaican from Canada. This is Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims to be read in every meeting. I hereby inform all members, as members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, that they must end all radical speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards, that's the membership cards, at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, like AMPAC, like that the phony Canada temple, like DeMarcus and his crew, like Taj Tariq Bey, like Sabir Bey, like Kush Day, like all of these offshoot organizations. If you hold malicious feelings towards the Moorish Science Temple of America or Noble Drew Ali, or you violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, you will receive your reward from Allah for your unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out a divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. Protect Noble Drew Ali. Protect the Moorish Science Temple of America. Call out these charlatans. Call out these frauds. Identify who these scammers are. We have to protect ourselves and other American citizens, for that matter. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways. Peace. Noble Drew Ali. Powerful. End all radical speeches. Scare pack. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, man. Hey, Floyd. I gave you some time, man. As a matter of fact, the video is over, so I don't even really care. But in the future, moving forward in these study groups, if I see, you unpack and you trying to promote that nonsense, you're going to have to be removed. Same for you, DeMarcus. If I see you again, I'll let your comments live today. But if I see you again in the future, I'm going to just remove you. All right? It's no disrespect. I just don't have time for the nonsense and the crazies. Love is the key. Love is the way. Much love to you and yours. Even the scammers and the charlatans and the frauds. Love to you. Even though y'all doing foul stuff, love is the key. Let's have a great day. All right. Peace and love.